Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about LLCs versus trademarks. Do you need one? Do you need both? What's the difference? Join the video to find out. Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I talk all things business. I own several businesses, so I'm very knowledgeable about that sort of thing. Also, I love to make candles, so I started this channel basically showing how to make candles, and that has been so amazing for me, and I'm going to continue to do that. But when you own a business, whether it's candles or anything else, there's so much more that goes into it. Now, there's only so many things we can do with making candles, and you learn your technique, you do your testing, you do all of that good stuff, and you finally get your perfect formula. Where do we go from here? Now we need to talk about, do you have your business things in order? And so today, one of the questions that I've been asked is, do you need an LLC and a trademark? And basically, what is the difference? So the difference between an LLC and a trademark, first of all, with an LLC, it's a legal entity that protects you, the business owner, and your assets from any lawsuits or bankruptcies that may affect the physical company. So if someone were to come after you and try to sue you, it wouldn't affect you. It would sue basically the business because you are a separate entity from your business, given that it is filed as an LLC, registered as an LLC. Now, a trademark protects your intellectual property. Intellectual property being your logo, your different sort of marks, or the name of your business, or if you have a particular sound that's unique to your business that you created, that you didn't get from anyplace else and you want to trademark, all of those kind of things, drawings, anything like that that you want to protect, then it should be trademarked. Okay, so there is two types of registration for trademarks. There's state and there's federal. I have a federal trademark because I really don't see the point of filing state, because if I were to file a state trademark, it will only protect me in the state that I live in. Federal protects you pretty much everywhere, right? So that's what you want to do. You want to file a federal trademark, okay? With an LLC, generally you file those through your state. There are costs and requirements. This sweater is so itchy, like, I don't even know. I think it may be the new detergent that I'm using. I don't know, but it's been kind of like irritating. But anyway, there are different costs for filing the LLC and filing a registered trademark. Now, LLC, you can definitely, as I've said before, use Taylor Brands because they make it very simple and they pretty much do everything for you. Or you could go to your state's website, or
what is it called?
Secretary of State. There you go. Secretary of State is usually where you would go to do those sort of things. That's where I did mine, but I did it online, and it cost me about $153 plus a couple of fees and stuff like that. But it wasn't too bad. It definitely wasn't over $200 to file my LLC. It's different depending upon the state that you are in. Some states are $500. Some states are $100. It just depends on where you live. So think about that. And then for the trademark was $200 and I want to say $89. There are two different filings that you can do. Let me go ahead and pull that up for you really quick, so I can show you what I am talking about. So keep in mind with the trademark, what you always want to do first is go to USPTO, and then you have to search. So you go here and then you type in the name of your business in this search system. I usually just use basic word search. So I'm gonna search that. So when you look at my business name, His Origin, I trademarked it, and so what it shows here is the serial number. This is my trademark name, and that it's live. So there it is for my beard and skin oils. It is live. It is trademarked. I got it. See, I found my application in June of 2021, and I just physically got my trademark completed in April of 2022. So it took a while, but I have it. And so that's very exciting for me that I was able to do that. So make sure you search the name or the marks that you're trying to trademark, because if it's already out there, if it already exists, you will not be awarded that trademark. So once you do that and you're like, I'm good, you go to apply for trademark, and then basically read all of this stuff. If you're a first timer, they give you information. There's even a video that you can watch that shows you exactly what to do on this particular website. It's long and it's boring, but it helped, so I watched it because I wasn't going to go hire an attorney to do all of this for me, even though that is important in certain cases. Sometimes if it's very simple, you can go ahead and do it on your own and use that money to basically push it back into your business. So I'm trying to figure out where I went here when I wanted to apply. Yeah, apply online, because there's two types, and I want to show you both types. Okay. Trademark application form. Ready to apply? Start your application in T's. Okay, here it is. So, filing fees. For the T's Plus, you're going to pay $250 per class of goods and services. So, they have numbers on these class of goods. So, let's just say, for instance, class 5 is oils and lotions and skincare and all of that good stuff. If you also sell a silk pillowcase with all of those things, that is going to be a different class. So they're going to charge you an extra fee because you want class 5 and you want class 6. When I found that out, I just stuck to the things that I was selling at the moment, and then I will go back and add more to it later on. So I was like, yeah, you know, I'm just going to stick to what I'm already selling. I must say, with the trademark, you have to be able to show that you have already been selling those products. Now, technically, when you start your business, you slap your logo on your product, you put your name on your product or whatever you plan to name your product. It's technically trademarked. However, it is not registered and it is not fully protected. So, you want to go ahead and register it. You get that cute little circle with the R on the side so people know you're legit, sis. You're not playing. This is a true business. You went that extra mile and you did what you had to do. Also, when you're applying for grants, if you're doing the Amazon Black Business Accelerator, they're like, yeah, you know, this brand is legit and they're going to take you seriously. So this is the right way to go, definitely. So $250 per class. Or you could do the T standard application, which is $350, which I didn't do. Let's see if I could find the point where it explains the difference. So T's Plus, you must select your goods or services listing from the Trademark Identification Manual. If the ID manual doesn't have a listing that accurately reflects your goods and services, you must use T's Standard. T's Standard, you can write the description of your goods and services, but it's still essential to accurately describe your goods and services. So, T's Plus, they're already going to have a class for what you're selling. Tees Standard, they don't have the class. So you basically have to write the description and make up your own class, which I can't see unless it's some sort of new invention why you would need Tees Standard. So I went with Tees Plus. Plus is cheaper. So basically, here's the video that I was talking about. You can watch Tees Plus versus Tees Standard. And then there's another one that basically shows you a lot more about the application. They want you to use an attorney. That's, you know, a good idea if you want to do that, and you know, you feel like you have the coin to shove out on that. Most new startups and businesses don't have that to spend, and you really don't want to be spending too much of your own hard-earned money on stuff that you can just put the blood and sweat in and just, you know, get it done. I have no experience with trademarks, and this is my first time doing it, and I was able to do it successfully and get it done. So like I said, definitely trademark your business. That's going to be so important. It just makes you look top-notch, legit, like you got your stuff together. Even if deep down inside you know it's not all together, on the surface they will see it's together, you know. They always say you don't look like what you're going through. Your business doesn't look like what it's going through. If your business is poor right now, just know it's gonna be rich later. So dress for success, right? Dress for the life you want, not the life you have. That's the same thing with business. If your business is going to be that top-notch business being sold in stores across the world, you know, or making big bucks on e-com and making a name for yourself out there in the world, you know, act like it's already there. Treat it like it's already there. Don't down your business because you may be making a couple of $1,000s a year or maybe a couple of $100s a month. So what? You're making money. Many people start businesses and can't even get one sale. So consider yourself blessed if you started your business and you are getting sales. I know I definitely consider myself blessed, and I'm so thankful. So anyway, so we already discussed that trademark basically protects your brand or any sort of intellectual property that you have on it. You definitely should form your LLC first. You don't want to get the trademark first. You know, I would say search the name of your business and the marks or whatever in the trademark system before you do your LLC. You know, do your due diligence, like I spoke about in this video here, basically saying research all of that stuff before you go pay the money and try to get an LLC. Someone's got your Instagram name, someone's got your now TikTok name or your Snapchat name or whatever it is that you want to, you know, do with social media. Make sure all that stuff is available first, and then go ahead and file your LLC. Because just because, you know, someone has not filed an LLC in the name of your business doesn't mean that that name is not physically being used already. It was probably just a person that felt that they didn't need an LLC and they were just going to start the business the way they were going to start the business and go for it. So just do that research and make sure you're all good before you file that LLC. After you get your LLC and it's been approved, you have your form, your articles of organization, then go ahead and file your trademark immediately. It will take a year. While you're in that status though, you are protected. And they basically put you in a line. So if you filed your trademark for Blue Sky, you know, in April, and then someone tries to file one in June, they're going to be taking your application first, and that person will not get through if yours is approved. So that's that. And also, when you file a trademark, like I said before, it makes you look legit. It increases the value of your brand, and people just feel like, you know, this is really professional. And it'll show that once you start using that little symbol next to your name or your logo or whatever it is you're using. Now, the only disadvantage of a trademark, I would say, is the cost. the time it takes to fill out the application, and definitely the long waits. And there can be some extra paperwork if you don't do it right, because they do have an attorney on their end look over things, and they'll email you and say like, hey, you're missing this in your application, or hey, you need to basically, you know, describe the differences between this sort of mark and this sort of color. So if there are any issues, they'll email you and give you a chance to rectify it. They give you a certain amount of time to do it, and as long as you get it done and you get the right information in, you shouldn't have any problems from there. But yeah, this is a very, very quick video. LLC versus trademark. Do you need both? Yes, I feel like you do. I definitely have them, and I think it's extremely important to have. To each his own. Do what you want to do with your business, but just coming from my personal experience, it definitely helps to have both. So I have LLCs for all of my businesses. At some point, I think that I'm going to just create one corporation and then put all of those businesses underneath it, because it is a lot to have to try to renew each LLC every year and make sure things are in good standing. Like, it's a lot. So if I just have the one corporation with doing business as for all of those businesses underneath, it'll make it a lot easier for me. And when you file your corporation, make sure you do it in Delaware, because you get tax savings and all that good stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. Trademark versus LLC, they're definitely different. They definitely protect different things. LLC protects you. Trademark protects your intellectual property, your logos and stuff like that. And I think, like I said before, you need both. So go ahead and do your research and make sure that your name isn't being used for your business. If it's not, hop on that LLC. Once you're approved for that, hop on that application to get your trademark done. If you feel like you need an attorney and you want to pay for that, go for it. That's definitely something that you can do if you feel that it is needed. But again, I did do mine on my own and I was approved, so I did something right. So yeah, if you have any questions about this, leave it in the comments below and I'll definitely give you some answers. Or if there's something that you need to know about your trademark application that you may be confused about, definitely ask those questions as well, and I'll be able to help you as much as I can. But definitely jump on it, get it done, and get your business to a point where it's completely legit and no one can take that away from you. So thank you so much for watching this video, loves, and I will see you next time.